Hey everyone, my name's Scott
And I'm Sarah.
and we're from ColourSpace. Welcome to another episode of Take 5 with Art, where we get to disconnect for just a little bit from the daily grind and look at a piece of artwork. In today's episode, we're looking at an Untitled Corrs Lane, that's the actual title of the artwork, by Melbourne artist Joe Blundell. Sarah,
All right.
what do you think of this artwork?
Often when we look at an abstract artwork, we think of representational ways into that artwork. I'm looking at this artwork, which is a beautifully done, very realistic painting, and I'm thinking of it abstractly. So to me, what I love about this, or what's interesting to me about this, is that it's just full of an assortment of different shapes put together. So the red, the black, the yellow, the diagonal and vertical lines all form this beautiful puzzle that's made up of a whole variety of shapes of all sizes.
I'm really surprised at that because I would not have thought to look at this from an abstract perspective. And again, for someone who doesn't have that deep sort of history in art, when I see something like this, I just think straight away, yes, I recognize it. In an abstract piece, you don't always have that experience. But here it's like, I know exactly what's going on and I can recognize this. And more than that, I can recognize that there's been an incredible amount of skill that's been required to put a piece like this together.
But on the other hand, there are also some other rules that will say whether or not a piece is visually interesting. And a big part of that is having variety, is having different sizes of objects. And often when we look at an abstract piece, we can see where that's important. And we can see that there's a need for large areas, medium-sized areas, and small areas. And so in this piece, even though it isn't abstract, Joe Blundell has still done the same thing. So the road, we've got areas of large shapes, medium-sized shapes in the walls, down to sign work and windows that are really, really small. So he's still giving us visual interest. So he's doing more than just represent the world. He's also giving us visual interest.
You've really actually opened my eyes to a different way of looking at this piece. I could see, the younger version of myself could see looking at a piece of artwork like this, and I just think, yes, this artist has recreated a scene. Jolly good, but what you've kind of really pointed out is some of the technique that's really gone into this to, as you said, to use the shapes to maintain visual interest. And I, again, never would have thought to look at it from an abstract arts perspective. Do you like this piece?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah,
okay.
But I love it as an abstract piece.
Interesting. I like it as well, but I think I like it as a more representational piece. I like that this is like stepping through a window. If you had this next to a window, you think, oh yeah, there's a scene of the city, and here's one of Corrs Lane, and you can just open the window and look out. And I think that that's really interesting for me, and that's why I actually really like this piece. What do you think? Do you also see it either from an abstract view or from a representational view? Love to know your thoughts in the comments below. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this little break. Now, get back to work.